The type of machine that you use on your project can directly affect your designs in CAD. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the different machines that SendCutSend has available for you. So let's get into it. Up until this point in previous lessons, we've detailed exactly how to pick out the material for your project. Now, if you remember back, we had our equation material plus machines equals reality. It's time to talk about that machine section. So let's come over here to the board. Now, in previous chapters, we talked about different coordinate systems in which CAD operates in. That X, Y, Z coordinate system that's similar to this room right here, right? So we have our Z-axis that moves up and down, our X maybe that comes towards you, and our Y-axis that runs along this wall here. The machines that cut the parts operate in the exact same orientation. They move to different points in space on how they're programmed. Now, I did break this up into 3 different categories, and we're going to talk about how this directly affects your designs in CAD. Now, 2-axis machines, 3-axis machines, and 3+ axis machines. So this is 3 or more. This operates exactly like you see up here in this diagram here. 2-axis machines can only move in a planar sense. So in this room, I'd only be able to move along the floor. I wouldn't be able to move up and down along the height of the, the vertical side of this room. And so these machines, so our lasers and our water jets, are only capable of doing through cuts. They're not able to go any to partial depths. Now, 3-axis machines gain the ability, one more axis, which is our Z-axis, allowing it to go up and down in the room. So if I use this eraser here, I can translate it kind of along and towards you, but I can also go up and down. This machine allows us to do that. A 3+ axis machine gains 2 more, so our CNC mills that we have here are 5-axis machines. So they gain the ability to adding additional axes. Now this one, you're thinking, I can't translate in any other way, but I can start rotating this part in different orientations. So I have my A axis and my B axis is what it gains, and that allows me to have more complexity to my designs. So with that though, understanding how the machine's capabilities are and how much it can manipulate the part changes how much complexity you can have in your design. To fully better understand how these machines are functioning though, it's more important to go see them in person. So everybody that has a permission slip, follow me into the shop. Now the first stop on our tour is our 2-axis machines. Now behind me is our 12K fiber laser. Remember that these machines move in an X and Y orientation only. They do have a Z adjustment, but that's for different thickness or types of material. This machine in particular is great at cutting conductive materials, so a lot of different metals. If the material is not conductive, we switch it over to our CO2 laser. This operates the exact same way. Has a small Z adjustment, allows us to have different material types and thicknesses, but it allows us to cut non-conductive materials like plastics and some woods. However, some materials are toxic when cut, and that leads us over to our water jet. The water jet cuts things a little bit differently. It has a high pressure water line mixed with a garnet that does all of our cutting. However, it's still a 2-axis machine, moving only in our X and Y and having our Z adjustment for those different thicknesses of material. That particular machine is great at cutting different composite materials such as G10, carbon fiber, and phenolic. Now, lastly is our tube laser. Now this one doesn't seem like a 2-axis machine because tubes are 3-dimensional. But it only moves in a rotation and a linear fashion, making it a 2-axis machine. All right, let's go check out our 3-axis machines. SendCutSend CNC routers are a great example of 3-axis machines. This operates exactly the same way as our fiber lasers, allowing it to move in an X and Y fashion, except for it has one more axis, our Z axis right here. Now this is our spindle assembly. This holds our CNC router in mills, allowing us to cut through that material. And this entire head unit can move up and down on these linear rails. Now this machine is a little bit different in that it's a gantry machine. You can see linear rails on this large red unit right here. This allows that spindle to move in the X fashion. And then we have more linear rails that allows this entire unit to move and translate all the way down the table and back. If you remember earlier from my eraser example, I was moving the eraser in different orientations to show those axes. Now, if we wanted to put a 4x8 sheet of plywood on this machine, and I wanted to translate a 4x8 sheet of plywood around, you can kind of understand that that's going to require a machine the size of the room that I'm in. This gantry setup allows the machine to move around the piece, allowing us to cut larger sheet goods as well. Now, the last cool little factor on this machine is that it has a vacuum table that it does all of our work holding, allowing us not to have to clamp each material down. We can simply turn off the vacuum, change out the sheet, turn it back on. Now, let's go check out our 3+ machines. A great example of a 3+ machine is our 5-axis milling machines here at SendCutSend. Now, these are exactly the same as our CNC router, in which they can move in an X and Y fashion, as well as it has a spindle that moves down into the part with the end mill. What makes this machine really fun is that it can also rotate about our X and our Y axis. Now, why is that actually important? Well, if I'm having my end mill come down into my part and I'm machining this face, I can rotate it and machine this section and rotate it and machine this section, or I can also do some kind of crazy orientation that's a little bit of a combination of all of it. Now, this adds a lot of different complexity to the part that you're able to do. Another cool thing is that this has hundreds of different tools in the back that allow us to switch out tools to have different features in the parts, as well as a lot of different pallets that allow us to load up tons of these blocks and run the machine unattended. Now that we've seen all of our different machines, let's go back to the classroom and talk about what we saw. Welcome back to the classroom. Now, we saw a lot of different machines that function in different ways, and let's talk about how that affects your designs. Now, if I'm designing a part in, say, Fusion, and I add a partial depth to any part, what we just saw is I disregard any 2-axis machines, since these are not capable of doing partial depths. I might be able to cut a blank out of these and finish it on a secondary machine, but we're adding a lot of complexity to that production. Additionally, what we saw is a difference between how the router handles materials and the CNC mills do. Now, the router has that gantry setup, allowing us to do much larger parts because the machine is moving around that material, whereas the CNC milling machines are holding the part, allowing us to only have the ability that the machine can move to the size of the part that we can cut. Now, this is really important because as you're designing your parts, the limitation of the size of the envelope in which you can design in may directly affect that design of your project, depending on what materials and machines that you have available. Now, you can see here that we're opening up a can of worms when we start talking about machines. Now, when it comes to SendCutSend, if you go to the guidelines for each specific cutting process on the website, that's going to be the most up-to-date information on what SendCutSend is available to cut for you. Now, further, what we're going to do is we're going to break these into individual chapters to talk about them in much more detail moving forward. This finishes up chapter 3. Now in chapter 4, we're going to start diving into how to take your CAD and the files that you're making in CAD and bring them into production like SendCutSend. So we'll see you on the next one.